Hello, you're watching QGN, Queer Gamer News, where we read the articles that you don't want to, but we encourage you to do anyways. My name is Darkborne, and here are this week's stories. On February 17th, 2021, PC Gamer's Wes Felon reports, most VR enthusiasts aren't thrilled about Facebook's ownership of Oculus, especially as it begins to force the use of Facebook accounts instead of independent Oculus accounts. In a post on Hacker News Wednesday, John Carmack offered his perspective, calling the Facebook acquisition in early 2014, quote, not a perfect fairy tale outcome, but the correct thing for the company in hindsight. Quote, perhaps unusually, I wanted Facebook to impress itself more strongly on Oculus post-acquisition because, frankly, Oculus was a bit of a mess. Instead, Oculus was given an enormous amount of freedom for many years, Carmack wrote. The post is in response to an article about working at Google and tech culture at large, but Carmack's post sticks to his own experience at Oculus. It's light on detail, offering a high-level take on where he fit into the company as Chief Technology Officer from 2013 to 2019. Carmack worked heavily on a mobile VR tech while at Oculus, like the Samsung Gear VR, Oculus Go, and Oculus Quest. In November 2019, he stepped down from the full-time position to take on a consulting role with Oculus, in which he says he's quote, reasonably happy and effective today. Carmack said that in his 6 years at Oculus, he was never given orders to, quote, shut up and soldier, but that he also had limited influence, partially because he didn't relocate to the Oculus headquarters in California, and partially because the power structure was, quote, built into early Oculus DNA. Quote, the political dynamics never quite aligned with an optimal set of leadership personalities and beliefs where I would have had the best leverage, but there was progress. He said, the post doesn't mention any of Oculus's leadership by name or delve into any of the company's specific decisions during his tenure. Carmack did comment on the style of communication at Oculus and Facebook as, quote, a bit passive-aggressive, which he attributed to the nature of large organizations, but didn't address in detail. Another former Oculus developer, Tom Forsyth, chimed in on Twitter saying that the change that came along with Facebook acquisition. Carmack didn't have much to say about Oculus's direction as a new company under Facebook's stewardship, or decisions like new Oculus owners having no choice but to use Facebook accounts to operate their headsets. Last August, Oculus co-founder Palmer Luckey did comment on that, saying he, quote, really believed Facebook accounts would continue to be optional. On February 19th, 2021, GaymingMag's Amy Hart reports, Rainbow Siege 6 just revealed its very first openly gay character, and as you'd expect, it's causing a lot of feedback within the Rainbow Six Siege community. Though we promise you, not all of it is bad. The character revealed is an operator called Flores, a man from Buenos Aires. He has been labeled as a, quote, master thief, whose skill comes from stealing from crime lords in Buenos Aires and Los Angeles. Considering the new event is called the Crimson Heist, it looks like you're going to want him on your team. As we mentioned, he is also gay, a fact that's revealed in Flores' character bio that was posted on Ubisoft's official website. The bio reveals that Flores cares a lot about people, but his husband and his marriage, quote, is on another level. Even when his wedding ring is off his finger, he carries it with him everywhere. We love a dedicated man. The reveal of Flores is unsurprisingly divided the Rainbow Six Siege community, but most seem to be happy that gay representation is being added to their favorite FPS game. Of course, you'll always have someone upset over this sort of thing, but for the most part, people seem to have already accepted Flores as another key player to add to their team. We've talked about before how much this representation can mean in the scheme of things, but just look at how many LGBTQIA plus characters Apex Legends has, for example, and what that ultimately means about their characters. However, while it can feel like an addition to appease rather than anything meaningful to some queer players out there, it does at least grant players the opportunity to play someone that's like them. More information about Flores and the Crimson Heist will be revealed on the 21st of February. On February 17th, 2021, PC Gamer's Rich Stanton reports, Larian Studios has announced the fourth major update to Baldur's Gate 3, called Nature's Power. It introduces the first new playable class, the Druid, who among many other interesting abilities can turn into a burrowing death badger with glowing eyes. For those unfamiliar with the game, a new Baldur's Gate 3 class is a big deal, coming as it does with a whole new set of voice dialogue for the game, as well as introducing new options and story moments throughout. Druids have more than 30 spells and abilities, but let's face it, this is all about animal transformations. You can be a dire wolf, a polar bear, a spider, a raven, a cat, a roth, some sort of tadpole beast, and, of course, the badger. Larian says NPCs will react to particular animal forms, giving the example of chatting to bears when you're a bear. As a D&D game, the druids also come from one of their two traditional circles, adding yet another customization option. Giant killer badgers aside, the patch itself will make a substantial number of changes to the game. One is the option to play with, quote, loaded dice. Every other interaction in the game depends on a simulated dice roll. If chosen, this does not affect damage rolls, but otherwise, quote, helps smooth out the extremes of the bell curve, but retains the core of elements RNG, ensuring a player can no longer be unlucky or super unlucky with several dice rolls in a row. There are a bunch of quality of life improvements, including the much requested ability to target by clicking on portraits, a torch button so that equipping torches isn't such a pain, the addition of a flee option in battle, and the ability to more easily share steal stuff in co-op multiplayer. Finally, Larian Studios announced the opening of two new Larian studios. There is now a Larian in Guildford, England, and in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. This news comes with an unusually poetic note on studio scheduling. Quote, this expansion is not only about increasing the number of developers working on the game, but also allowing development to follow the sun, with each studio acting as a mirror image of each other, insofar as it is possible. The Nature Power Pack patch is coming to Baldur's Gate 3, quote, very soon when it's ready. The question of whether to play it now or wait for the full release remains open, but those badgers just may tip the scales. Normally on this part of the cast, we usually talk about something that's going on within the community and gaming, my opinion on something that we saw or read. But I want to do something different this week. I just wanted to give you all a very, very huge thank you. Thank you all. As of the 20th of February, this channel became a Twitch affiliate. That's right. We also changed the format of the regular content on the channel from just being about me and my crazy antics, but we changed the format to be something more of a live visual novel. And apparently you all love that. You love this voice, you love the donut that I created in Blender, and it's become the theme and the mascot of it. So, and as you can see, we have a cafe now called Barra Boys. And so I just wanted to say thank you. Without you, this would all not be possible, and your continued love and support and word of mouth means a lot to me. It has taken a long time for me to be able to get to this point. I have been streaming for quite a few number of years with no audience. I got used to talking to myself, and that wasn't a problem. I actually was fine with that. I enjoyed it. It was very casual. I did whatever content I wanted, and if nobody watched, then nobody watched. It was fine. So, I would say about a month ago, I decided I needed to get a little bit more serious about my streaming because I really wanted this channel to grow. And then about a week and a half before we got affiliate, I decided to basically post that I was learning Blender and we were making this donut and sprinkles and icing and all that whatnot, and you all enjoyed it, and you heard this voice and you wanted this voice, and so this became the voice, and now this is the face, the official face, the moving face of this channel and of this content. This is all because of you, and I wanted to thank you. I love you all so much, and here's to many streams of us enjoying our time together, more newscasts here on QGN, and now the Darkborne Plus on Doki Doki Donut, which is our quote-unquote fake visual novel, but, you know, it is still Darkborne Plus, and everything that we do is Darkborne Plus, so again, thank you so much, and I look forward to creating more content for you and for us to build and grow this community together. Thank you. This ends our newscast. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Darkborne, and I will see you next time. And if you enjoyed what you just watched, come join us here at Barra Boys Cafe on Doki Doki Donut every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can find us at Darkborne Plus on Twitch. Don't forget to also like, comment, share, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell. That way you know when we put up new content. Again, thanks so much for watching. And we'll see you next time.